It's the Soul Fantasy Show, Soul Fan Show. Hey, it's the Soul Fantasy Show, live for September 24, 2020, going over on the NBA Championship game to get into the finals. The Western Conference Championship is going on tomorrow, so that's pretty much what I'm into. But hockey's a little bit better because the Lightning are pretty damn good. But I mean, right here, you got these three. When you put them together, or at least two of these three top guys right here, LeBron, Davis, and Pope. Pope has been very active. They have 922 data up. So he scored 20 fantasy points both games. And he can get up to at least 26. And that's what we're thinking today, 20 to 26 fantasy points for Pope. For 4,600, he's not in the 30 club that some of you guys like to only roster. Some people only want to go to the 30 club. Pope might not hit 30, but he might come real close tonight, and he could be on fire. But 4,600's a little... no, that's pretty cheap, I guess. Because then you have Plumlee, who isn't doing it much. He had 3 and 8 fantasy points. He did have 18 because he had 20 minutes the first game, but he isn't getting minutes anymore. So I can't depend on Plumlee getting minutes, even though he's way up here. 1.12 fantasy points. We have PJ Dozier and Nikola Jokic. 1,249.2 projected fantasy points, which is only 2.7 times value. They keep putting this guy PJ Dozier up here. I don't think he's even going to get any fantasy points. I would not roster him. Please. He's only 1,000. Did he even get in? He didn't have any minutes last game. He had 14 and 12 the first two, and he was 3K. Now he's 1K in this. Which is why he's 5.6 times value. Because if you just throw $1,000 at him and he gets like 8.5 fantasy points, $1,000, 8 points, I mean, that's pretty good. Because you would spend, if you got a $5,000 guy and get 50 fantasy points, you'd be very happy for that $5,000. So if you spend $1,000 and get 10 fantasy points, that's good. Because you're spending money elsewhere where you can get more fantasy points. But this case, I'm very cautious of rostering PJ Dozier. I know some of you guys are going to roster him because he's only 1,000 in a showcase. I mean, compared, look, LeBron's 12,800 today. He's almost at 13,000. I'm surprised he's not 13,000. Anthony Davis should have been lower. He should be about 11,900 today. On FanDuel, he is... Oh, here's his stats for you. On FanDuel, he is 15,500. So let's switch off. Let's pivot over here. That's him, 15.5, and he is 10,800 for our showcase showdown matches. You can do the games to stretch 2 days, but they're very difficult because one game will mess you up, one game will help you. So for FanDuel, here's our prices and top players. We have a lot of gold to go around. Bang, 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 bang. 6 golden crowns today. LeBron James, like I said, is very expensive. 16,500. 3.3 value. Davis, 15.5, 3.3 value. Murray, 13, 3 value. Jokic, 15 is 3.1 times value. Rondo is only 2 times value. He's way too expensive. On FanDuel. He has a crown, though. You can still play him. And Michael Porter Jr., I would love to play today. I did not have problems with him today. I have problems with Howard. Millsap, I always have problems with. He just got hot in the fourth quarter and did nothing else the whole game. Calterius Pope was hot mostly the whole game. And then there's Caruso. He's 8,000. Grant had a very, very dynamic game, but he's 11,500. Ooh, he's not that much cheaper than Murray. They expect Grant to have the same kind of game, so he's definitely priced up everywhere. 6,400 I can afford on DraftKings. You're always looking for that $66,000, $6,600 guy and below. You know, that 6,000 guy, and he always sucks. But today there's Grant, so he's the perfect soul mid-range play of the day. He's going to destroy that 21 fantasy number that they have on them and break way out of that. So for FanDuel, let's see if they put him in the lineups. I don't see him yet. I'm seeing a lot of Lakeridge. I'm seeing a lot of Lakeridge. Look at this. Lakeridge. What are they going to give me the same lineup over and over? Come on. Look at that. It's the same lineup almost over and over. So when we put Grant, so let me do this. This will force LeBron out of the lineups. Yeah, see how much nicer these are? But you have a lot of nugget power here. 3 nuggets. They're gonna load you up with Murray once you They're gonna go Murray, Davis, and they're using Grant as your pro. Grant's the pro. Grant's a pro. Grant, one game he's a pro. One game he becomes a pro. Alright, so see, as soon as we get off this, they're just gonna put LeBron in the MVP spot. There you go. See? So if we just X LeBron out, what happens? That's different. I don't want to play Millsap though or Gary Harris. They can't make up for that price. Look, 40, 47. Do you see that? Jaka and Davis are good. Rondo's 50 at 59. So that's still low. 59 is low. Think of the numbers when you're rostering. Don't just listen to me. Watch what they're doing and roster guys yourself. You will win. Watch how I roster. You can just put the roster right in. All right, so we took LeBron out. Let me put him back in somehow. All right, so if I can get LeBron, not NAD, you can't play them both. LeBron and Murray. I'm not playing Millsap today. You can. I'd rather play Pope. He's cheaper. Pope, definitely on FanDuel. I'm going, this is a good lineup right here. Look at this lineup. This is a nice little lineup. Your star is 100. Your MVP is 90. That's nice. You got 100 in there. So, D is a 94 today. All right. He's cold. Opponent rank 7. Defensive rank 8. Season value 304. Projected 51 fantasy points. 94. That's good. LeBron. Let's see him. LeBron is probable. Okay. So he's playing probably. He was cold. Wow. They're both cold. Projected 55. I bet Rondo's cold. Rondo's cold. Yeah, all guys are cold. Dwight's cold. Porter is cold. So this is the lineup they gave me, and all 5 guys are cold. So I don't think I can play a lineup like this. No way. All right, let's get out of it. All right, let's just try to get out of there. They keep rostering the same guys. All right, we'll just do it ourselves. So just by looking, if we want, he's cheaper. Then we have Grant. We want to play Grant. He's the sole mid-range of the day, right in the pro spot. It says he's cold, but I don't care. He was hot the last game. You should have seen it. They won the game. Okay, and then we can just... Gary Harris at 10-5. He gets a lot of free throws. That's who gets some fantasy points. They give him the ball a lot. I'd rather play Kuzma over him. So now I have a lot of money right here. And what can I do with it? I can buy Gary Harris. No, I'm not. With all that money wasted on Gary Harris, I can just go to LeBron there. I could go to, not Gary Harris. I could go to LeBron here. I could do this. I think this is better. If you want to keep this lineup like perfect, this is nice. This is a save lineup because look at this. You're using all the salary. You got two studs in there. The sole stud of the day, LeBron James, and the sole baby stepbrother stud of the day, Jokic. All right, let's just go to Draftkings for now and do some of those Thursday, Friday lineups. This is Thursday, so who are we going to be worrying about for Friday? We're going to be worrying about the Celtics. So you have to worry about Celtics. You have to worry about Walker. Brown had a pretty good night. He wasn't on fire. He was cold most of the night, but he turned out to have a pretty solid night. He's worth putting back in. I just can't wait till the Celtics get knocked out. I want to see Miami versus the Lakers. That'll be friggin' really sweet. If you agree, comment below. Like or comment below. All right, it's the Soul Fan Show. Let me get one more single slate in there for you. There you go. This is our thing. Sorry, I didn't do this earlier. I did a lot of FanDuel editing today.